Tonight we welcome a legend home. A brewer, a tinkerer, a hop evangelist with a mischievous grin. The man who lit the fuse on Washington's modern beer revolution. Welcome to the Washington Beer Hall of Fame, Bert Grant. In July 1982, inside Yakima's old opera house, Bert opened Yakima Brewing and Malting Company, also known as Grant's Brewery Pub. It was the trailblazer, widely recognized as the first American brew pub since Prohibition, and the blueprint scores of other breweries would soon follow. Bert's story spanned continents. Born in Scotland, raised in Canada, he cut his teeth as a teenage beer taster and brewery chemist, and then became a global brewing problem solver. In 1967, he came to Yakima to work with hops, patenting new processing methods, putting himself right in the middle of America's aroma and bitterness epicenter. When he finally started brewing under his own name, the beers were unapologetically hop-forward, decades ahead of their time. Grant's IPA became one of the first iconic post-Prohibition IPAs, British-inspired but bursting with Cascade hop character, a signpost for what American beer could be and what it was about to become. And the man had a point of view. If a beer on the road tasted bland, Bert famously reached for the little vial of hop oil he kept in his pocket, a tiny protest in service of flavor. It wasn't a stunt, it was a creed. Beer should make you feel it in the back of your throat, said Bert. From Scottish ale to imperial stout to seasonal one-offs, the pub was small. Early batches were just a few barrels, but the impact was enormous. The model, brew on site, serve fresh, and tell your local story. It unlocked Washington's scene and gave aspiring brewers a place to point and say, that's how it's done. Bert wasn't chasing empires, he was chasing better beer. He proved a brew pub could thrive, helped normalize fresh, hoppy ales, and seeded a generation of brewers who carried those lessons into every corner of our state and every corner of our country. Look around Washington today, the tap lists, the festivals, the sheer variety, and you can still hear his voice. He said, be bold, be local, respect the hop. Bert passed in 2001, but the ripples of that 1982 decision, opening a pub that brewed its own uncompromising ales, kept spreading glass by glass, brewer by brewer, year after year. To you, Bert, for pioneering the American brew pub, for championing hops when it wasn't fashionable, for daring Washington to expect more from its beer, we proudly induct Bert Grant into the Washington Beer Hall of Fame. Here's to the Ale Master. May every fresh pint in our state carry on a little bit of his spirit. To Bert.